Hello everybody, Katie from Mitza Creek Farm, and we are getting ready to start working on our stone coop, which is going to be our farm store and retail space. We are getting that going so that by September it can be fully finished and everything will be ready. So we had some construction material in it from when we built our high tunnel, and we still had some straw and that kind of stuff that we never had swept out. And so we are working on that right now. Owen and Beck have been down working on it. Well, I've been working on taxes. Oh, taxes, gotta love them. One of the reasons why we're working on this now, the beginning of February, is so that we aren't bogged down in the spring and in the summer when we are growing things and all of that good stuff. And I just know how busy we got last year, and it just got crazy. Now we're not going to be building a high tunnel or anything like that, so that took up a big chunk of our summer last year, but I want to be ahead of the game and not always scrambling and rushing and all of that. So Owen is home today, and he's home another day next week, and I'm thinking we'll be able to get most of it cleaned out, or they've been working on getting it cleaned out. Thinking we'll be able to get most of it finished even by next week, and then I can start, when it thaws, I can start scrubbing the inside of here. So I'm going to stick my head in and see what they've done and kind of figure out where we can go from there. It's looking pretty impressive. So here's all the straw and stuff that was from the hay mow. But it's looking pretty good. This is the kind of stuff. This was trim off of the windows that we had to pull off to put in the windows, the new windows. So this is the old trim, and when we were working on it, we just pulled it out and put it in a pile. So they are working on getting that stuff out right now and putting it, not that I want to move it again, but we're putting it somewhere in the barn so that this spring we can take it to the dump, because it all has nails in it, so it's not like it's something we can burn or anything like that. Pretty impressive. So this is like some sort of insulation that has to come down. It looks like it was over all of the shiplap that's underneath it. So there's a spot there, and then there's a spot on the other wall, and then these lead to the little runs that go outside, because 100 and some years ago this was a chicken coop, so we're gonna need to fill those in as well. But that's something to do throughout the winter and early spring. So far so good. We got a lot more done than I realized. And actually this floor is in a lot better shape than what I realized. Over in front of the door there's some chips, I know for a fact, but I was thinking these areas were a lot worse than what they are. So it's really not going to take a lot to get this floor leveled out. Here's a low spot right here. There's a low spot, but it's really not even that big. It's just from when they poured it, it's uneven. I thought it was a chip or something. So that's going a lot better than I anticipated, and they're doing really good. Those two work really well together as a team, and they just do it, work hard, get it done. So that's really nice, because my brain is about to explode from working on taxes. So yeah, that's exciting. One step closer. Owen said he has another trip left with the four-wheeler and trailer, and then he thinks that it'll be done. So I had scheduled the whole month of February to work on this, and they're getting it out in a day, maybe a day and a half. So that is so exciting. So this is our last load. There's still a whole bunch of straw in there, but we have to go get face masks so that, because it's dusty, and our face masks are a few years old from when we were doing the remodeling and gutting on our house, and so it's probably better to just go get some new ones. So we are headed into town now to go get some new ones. We're going to put the straw, because some of the straw has some nails and broken glass and that kind of stuff in it, so we're going to put a majority of it here in this watering trough, and then we can come grab that with the tractor and go put it inside the building. Otherwise it'll be too hard to move, because that has like a grid floor on it, and so then we'll lose pieces of nails and glass and that kind of stuff in our driveway, and we don't want to do that, especially with plowing season. We don't want to have another plow out of commission, so we're just going to take the safe route and put it all in there, and then move that with the tractor so that in the spring we can put it in the dumpster. We'll just dump that in the dumpster with the tractor so that it's easier and not as much manual labor. So close.
There we go.
There you go. It's easier to do it in sand, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looks nice. Fancy. We're getting fancy designs in our snow.
I'm not gonna be doing this for very long.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna do the whole property in it? Oh, okay. Theo's gonna be disappointed because he likes to, when we're working down here, he likes to come in and lay in the straw, but looks good. A little dusty, but it looks really good. Woohoo! The floor isn't as bad as what I was thinking. I was thinking it was all going to be little chips out of it, like this, like that one. Yeah, so minus the sandpoint well, I don't think that it's going to need as much work as we were thinking. Yeah, so that's exciting. feel like we are one major step closer to getting our stone coop retail space open, and this is just, I can't even explain how good this feels. The floor, now that I'm looking at it, it only needs a spot where that sandpoint well is. That needs to be patched, and then another chip out of there. But even the floor is in a lot better shape than what we had originally anticipated. So I feel like we are doing, like, I can't even explain how good it feels to have this done, have it be better than we anticipated, and yeah, it just feels great. So we are going to start working on some other projects so that when the snow melts, we can get a dumpster in here, and then once that happens, we can start scrubbing in there. Obviously, we can't start scrubbing in there until we get above freezing and consistently above freezing. But that'll be probably April or May would be my guess. But I feel like we made a huge dent in a big project, and we are very, 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 very close. So exciting. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Move, or you should get skated over. Mom, move!